So this is Lance from Lance's Auto Vlog. Can't even pronounce it today. This is Lance from Lance's Auto Vlog, and I'm back with another video. We got this 2015 4Runner, just like the last one we did maybe last week, and we got the radio out. This one has an actual JBL audio package, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a Audison SR 5.6 and a bit 10 in this car. We're gonna do Chinto 6x9 components, which we've already kind of done that, and put the tweeter up here. Factory location. It came with all the hardware. We just added some speaker spacers for the front. We also did we're gonna do the rear CPX 165s and rear doors, and then we're gonna leave the rear ones alone. So the way this is gonna be wired is this one's gonna have the front and tweeter and driver hooked up to the passive crossover, the rear doors and the rear package tray in series together. So when we tune it, we're tuning them in series. So the amp's not making a lot of power, but we're also going to make it so it sounds really good, so we can EQ them right to left. In this car, as you can see, we ran a pack interface with the T-harness. It goes in here, around the wires here, and the pack interface is actually behind here, all foam behind there. And then we're going to run a bit 10 on that seat, the driver's seat, and then we're going to run some RCAs over here, and we're going to put the amp on this seat. And as you can see, we ran the wires here down the factory loom underneath all the plastics, running all the way to the back, and also down the factory harness. So we did everything back here. We actually crimps back here because it wasn't that complicated to get back here. We used the factory sub. So I'm going to set this one up because I was using RCAs this time, and I'll get you some video of the amp mounted and all that good stuff. All right, so we have this 2015, 2014, 2016 Toyota 4Runner. We just wrapped up, and I did take some video of the actual install. It wasn't really anything major. One thing we did keep was the factory sub. So what we did was the Chinto Pros up front, the 6x9 and tweeter combination with the spacer kit. Did a little bit around the speakers because this customer wanted to keep it very simple. We also did the Chinto Pros 6.5s in the rear with the spacers, and we kept the rear speakers in the system. As far as rear feel, one thing we did was we ran the rear speakers, the rear doors, and the rear package tray 6.5s in series. So one speaker blows and that whole side goes. But the reality is it just sounded better that way without having to have it boost the signal. And then we also did the factory sub. Now with the factory sub, it was dual 2.5 ohms. And what we did was we ran that in series as well, got it to 4 ohms. And so, I mean, it's got plenty of bass for what it is. And the way it turned out was really nice. So let me show you what we did equalizer wise. So when we did the front, we basically did timeline on the front itself here. So the front left, here we go here. The front left speaker, here's our equalization here. It's a lot of dips and valleys just to make it so it sounded really simply smooth. And that's the front left, and you got the front right, which is totally different. And sometimes, like I said, when you're tuning a car, you got to find that the right and left are obviously going to be different. The same one for the rear. That's the rear left, and that's the rear right. And then we just mixed a little sub here, gave it a little bit of mixture there. And then what we did, 2 different tunes in this car, 2. So this is A right here. And what we did, and then you can see the difference is the time delay is right here. So we did 120.5 inches, which is basically 0 delay, but that's how far we moved the woofer back. So we moved when you move the woofer time delay back as far as inches, what it does is it has a tendency to change the phase, which in turn makes the woofer seem like it moves forward in the car. So in a lot of cars, you'll find that the subwoofer is isolated to the rear of the car. And a lot of people like that. That's just something they're just used to and they're accustomed to. And if you give it to them, they love that. And then you have the few customers who want to feel like the subs up front. What I mean by the subs up front is it gives you the sub impact in the front of the vehicle, like the woofer's in the front of the floor. There's no one magic method for different customers, but what I did was I gave them an A tune, which moves the sub forward, and a B tune, which isolates the sub in the back. And every customer is going to be different, and it's going to perform totally different every time for different people. So you just kind of find a happy medium. And sometimes if you do 2 tunes, you find a customer like, oh, I like that one better versus the other one. So let me play some track for you and hear what it sounds like based on what we got going on. Let me find a track for you. I like this song. Let's track this song.
I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. See, we was cool right before he hit your fist, but he hit the fan when I got him down at the bench. But I took a break, I had to leave and go get cleansed. God forgive me for all my sins. I can't say these hoes, cause my last name ain't Ken. Cooking on the stove, that's the way he paid the rent. Working on the pole, that's the way she pays the wish. Better watch your soul, cause you know they trying to get it. Yeah, I learned my right from wrong on the song. I let my heart bleed.
Here's another one. It's hot in here too. 80 degrees outside. AC's on, but I tune with the AC low so I don't have the hiss. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Kick that post notification and stay tuned for another video. Like I said, keep following me. Subscribe to the channel. That way I can keep bringing you content. Subscribe.